fantasy world, like adventure game. Why don't you like isekai more?
Because Zelda goes in the direction that I want it to go in. Isekai doesn't. Sometimes I'm like, that's stupid. You should go do this, and they don't do it.
And how many times have you died doing stupid shit?
A lot. I've died at least 6 times. The game has been out for 24 hours, and I have died 6 times already. I fucking suck at this game, but it's so fun.
I told him, I was like, bro, you can glide there from this point all the way back over there. Like, you can one-shot it. And he was like, okay. I'm dead serious. I think he tried 3 or 4 times. He's like, how the fuck are you doing this?
But he wouldn't tell me. The piece of shit just kept saying, like, you just do it. And he changed the subject. I'm like, Emery, stop changing the subject.
I love it.
I'll be completely honest. Was not on purpose. I was just more in depth into my game.
Fucking asshole.
Like, finally, I like told him, I was like, dude, you just glide over and then jump off and dive in the water. Game logic. Water is always safe.
Yeah.
I think you should piss off the Harry Potter community and say it's Moggy's better than Harry Potter, and then just piss off that whole community.
I mean, you just did it.
Moggy is better than Harry Potter.
And welcome back to the Anime Alchemists Podcast. My name is Emery.
My name is Gary.
My name is Martine.
It's episode 88. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, whether you guys are listening or watching. Yes, guys, I did make sure to change the number before you guys got it.
Look, all I saw earlier was an 8. Okay, so
Look, I didn't check nothing, dog.
How did it translate to me? Now I'm the one that always checks.
I gave you paranoia.
You did, because now I always see when I edit it, I'd always see you check, and now I feel like, no, now I have to check. But we're good. We're good.
Make sure you guys check out the Patreon if you guys want to check out the episodes a day early. We'll leave the link in the bio, like
With
always.
no ads.
With no ads, completely raw. No edits, just full-blown, just out there.
Raw dog in the episode.
Oh,
Raw
man.
dog in the episode.
That's dirty.
That's a great way for the first one, too. Let's talk about some anime.
Let's talk about some
Let's do
anime.
it.
Okay, so we have a couple anime what ifs.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to do the Blue Exorcist one anymore. 'Cause I think I have a better one. I thought if we go to SAO one, and then we'll do the Demon Slayer one.
Okay. Bet.
What if Kirito teamed up with Klein that day?
With Klein that day?
Yeah.
That he should have done that, first of all.
Klein would be dead.
Think so?
Oh my
Yes.
god. Yeah.
Kirito was so high level and he was so used to being so low. And then the times he did team up with people, he
They
didn't
died.
really think about them. And they ended up dying. Klein would have died.
Oh shit.
I mean, the rest of his party did die too.
Yeah.
The first, like,
That first party
gold that he was in.
the Black
That's why he
Cats.
didn't. That's why he was like, nah, I'm good.
Or the Midnight
Dang.
Cat.
That's kind of
Spare
true.
you.
Man, they really underused Klein, though. He could have been like a cool character. Like, I think he could have provided a little bit more, but they really just shafted the hell out of him. Even in the abridged, they really make a point to, like,
Balls.
balls deep 69. No, he was a really interesting character. Like, it would have been cool to see him do more stuff, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you liked him, the
The
season 3, I guess I would say.
I'm not watching more than season 1, to be honest.
It's not that bad. Like I said, it does give more to what you want. Now, I'm not talking about Gun Gale. Gun Gale's fucking crap, and you know it.
yeah, that's why I was making that face.
But, like,
I was like, what is
okay,
he
so
talking about?
In my defense, they do a full quest to get Excalibur.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's all I really.
That's
Klein gets he gets Mjolnir.
really?
Yeah.
Like the hammer?
Yeah.
So is it like
Unfortunately,
very
it's funny. He
like
gets
Greek themed or something? Or
no. It's just mythology.
or mythology
like,
themed, I guess.
Essentially, you know how that like egg is creating games.
I forgot about the egg.
Mhm.
It's like the last thing that they did in the end.
It like essentially created like its own mythology game, like game base,
Oh, okay.
and like they do a lot of like Nordic with like ties of like Celtic kind of stuff. That's where like that's where Excalibur can at least come from.
Yeah.
And then I mean like they fight like giants and like Thor's in it for a second.
That's what the fuck.
But he's an AI. He's an AI.
Okay.
Like
okay.
an in-game like kind of like a companion.
I don't know. Like season 1 ended so like not perfectly, but like it ended, and I had such a good conclusion to it. I was like, I'm cool with this. I just wanted them to save Asuna.
Just leave it at that.
Just leave it there. Why ruin a good thing? You know?
you're gonna love this. You know how like they didn't do shit with Klein in those first few seasons.
They don't do.
So he gets Mjolnir, but guess what?
Has
no fucking stats for hammer use.
like
his skill level for hammer is too low to access it.
Dude, that's fucked.
They would do that shit.
He's a samurai.
Fuck
Really?
me, bro.
Yeah.
So mean. What do they have against my boy Klein? Leave him alone.
He could be so OP, and they're like,
Man.
fuck you.
Well, I had a quick thought about season 1, and I think I've asked you guys before, but like after finishing it, right? So it's like the first half they're in I forgot the name of the first video. Aincrad. Right, and then the second half they're in the other one, the fairy flying one.
Alfheim's Online.
Alfheim Online, right? I think it was really like fast paced. I think they really should have stuck all of season 1 in Aincrad, to be honest, and like actually focused on them going through the levels and the floors and stuff like that, and maybe developing the people a little bit more. I think that would have been way more interesting, and then potentially season 2 could have been the Alfheim Online introduction. I think splitting it up like that would have made more sense and maybe retained more people.
So
Probably.
the second season's more about them. Like you get a more character focus on more people. Like you've gotten the character development for Kirito, so now all the other character development goes to the other people. Like you get like a good like
Tiffany. Sorry.
I don't know how to talk to you.
like you get a good Asuma like a full good arc for her.
Oh, really?
And like I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. But like instead of like trying to escape the game, they now have to complete the quest. Otherwise, the game will essentially kill itself. Like the world itself is killing them, like destroying itself on itself, unless they complete quests, like specific main story quests,
like time bomb type stuff. Like if they don't complete it in a certain amount of time, I guess.
Like a tapeworm kind of protocol.
Okay, interesting. Oh, well, if it's more character driven, then maybe I could check that out.
Yeah. Oh, definitely is. You even get to see like Kirito. He was like, he does give up Excalibur at one point.
Really?
Yeah, because it was too heavy. He wasn't strong enough to wield it yet.
Oh.
And he was like, well, it's either like save all my friends
It's
or
still
the power.
going though, right? Like the
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck all that's about though.
Jesus Christ. How far did you get, Bunny Lord, by the way? Did you watch more than like season 1 or 2?
Somebody has a mic today.
I just wanted to people know that you have a microphone.
I only watched season 1.
Good.
And you like it, right?
It's fine.
Exactly. It's fine.
Yeah, season 1. It's fine.
It's fine.
Don't watch anymore.
It's literally fine. It just stop right there and then you're good.
Like we've mentioned
it's like
before.
Tokyo Ghoul.
It's a
Don't
great
watch the second
Yeah.
season. Just stick with
Stick
the
with the
first.
first
and
one.
you'll be good.
It's a great introductory isekai.
Yeah.
You've said it before. You watched it. Good for I'm glad I watched it. I needed that under my belt.
You did.
It's fine.
You got a little bit more culture to you now.
If you enjoyed the Hunter x Hunter portion, the little Greed Island portion of Hunter x Hunter.
It wasn't my least favorite, but like I definitely liked other arcs more than Great Island.
And it's because, he's not the biggest fan of isekai. So
Huh.
if you did like it,
Which is so weird for you,
you
bro.
gotta say it.
Why?
I will remind me in just about maybe like 3 or 4 segments, and I promise you I'll tell you why you're weird.
Whatever. I don't need to be reminded why I'm weird. Fuck you.
For somebody
But I
who
will
loves
remind-
Zelda so much.
That's different.
No, it's fucking not.
It kind of is, and I don't know how to defend myself right now, but I'll defend myself in 3 to 4 segments.
Okay.
Moving on.
Now, Gary brought a pretty cool what if to my attention for Demon Slayer, and that's what if Tanjiro became a demon and Nezuko became a demon hunter? Or
Yeah, like a demon slayer.
A
It
demon
would be
slayer?
glorious.
How
Like-
different would it be from the main like show?
Well, I don't think she would probably succeed in defeating many demons.
Well, when it comes to like the water stance and style, like I don't know if she'd pick up the techniques necessarily the way they were, right? Like she might have a thinner blade and like a different type of style. You know what I mean? Because all of the females have like a different type of blade because they can't like put that physical strength behind it.
They have a more flowy kind of
Yeah.
sword play.
Yeah.
And
Kinda like-
even butterfly girl. What's her name?
Shinobu.
Shinobu. She's like Sting.
That's like the poison thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Love Hashira. Have y'all seen the newest
she
episode?
does like not today's, but
I read it. I read it.
Okay.
but she does like
got the
ribbon thingy. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I feel like it'd be a lighter blade, right?
Okay.
And she'd have like a variation of the water techniques that Tanjiro has.
I don't think so.
No.
What do you think?
I would think she'd like probably get caught or found by like a different teacher. Yeah, different Hashira that sets her up with like a different swordsman. I don't know. Where were you gonna go with it, Bloody Lord?
I was just gonna say that Tanjiro and Nezuko, they're descendants of Kokoshibo and Yorichi, so technically she has potential.
To do.
So you're
She
saying
has potential.
she would have like a full
She
force.
would be like Tanjiro, how he is now, and like getting stronger and stuff because
Let's
they're
say-
descendants.
Okay, then let's
The
say
relation
that
is
she'd be
there.
stronger.
She could have picked it up faster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she would have picked it
Yeah.
up
Let's
faster.
just say
I think
she'd
she
She'd be
could
able
do
to do
it.
the Himo Kamikagara like
Yes.
a lot easier.
Mhm.
I mean, same family. Like she
Mhm.
still
Have
would
the
have
mark?
seen it. Oh, damn! She doesn't have a mark.
In
Would it
the
start to develop as?
in the switch, if they did switch roles and stuff, she would have the mark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
damn.
it's very much fan like.
Can it be on her thighs?
Stop that. She deserves respect because they already make fun of the Love Hashira with her boobies all out. So Nezuko would definitely be like
her
Shinobu.
booty too. Her booty too.
Yeah,
That
because
skirt is short.
she got freaking like tricked into that. Regardless,
She
though.
got tricked into that.
Yeah, she
don't
did.
just hey. Anyway.
Spoilers.
Everything right now is just over my head right now.
Okay, well let's say she'd be really strong with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like her base would be like kind of how Tanjiro uses his Himo Kamikagura and the water style together,
Yeah.
right? Like the water breathing. So let's just say like that would be like her base swordsmanship. Right?
Damn.
Would she have trained with the same like old man at the beginning?
Yes.
I would say so because it's like location.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
The chance of her coming across another person to train her as a Hashira is like not that likely. Right.
Fair.
Most likely chances it's gonna be
The same one.
You know who I think would have really
Old
benefited
man.
possibly? I think maybe Zenitsu would have been possibly stronger because he like obviously like has a thing for her, right?
Yeah.
There's only so much he
That's
can do
interesting, yeah.
with her as a demon, but if she's a demon slayer, they can talk, they can get
Yeah.
closer or something, and if she's ever in trouble, then he can kind of like adapt way faster, and it doesn't have to be relying on him falling asleep to do stuff. It's like, no, she's in trouble, I like her or whatever, and then him stepping up a little bit more, maybe being more of a presence as a demon slayer.
I love that.
would be
Right?
I love
fucking
that.
Awesome.
The power of love.
Yes, the power of love compels you.
I think that'd be pretty cool, honestly. But then I feel like maybe we wouldn't get as much Inosuke because
No. She'd like be smacking him and
Yeah.
like, teaching him manners.
oh, actually, I
Oh,
like
She's
that.
very
better,
motherly,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
would be like, "No, wrong, bad. You speak properly."
So we'd still
Take
get
that
the
off.
trio.
Like when you know how he
Yeah.
like butchers Tanjiro's name and like when they first met, he like messes up hers as like
Pacho or something like that.
Tamaro Kampak.
You were probably closer than he was.
But like, you know, like he would like butcher hers somehow, and like she like you know just put a punch to the back of the head like, no, it's this. You'll call me this. She won't be nice. Just yell back like
Yeah.
Tanjiro did. No, she put the smack down real quick.
I feel like she'd still be just as nice. So
Oh yeah,
She'd be very nice but stern. Like
stern. Yeah.
again, like that motherly figure kind of.
I think she'd be like Shinobu, honestly.
okay. So we're talking about her a lot, but what about Tanjiro? Like Tanjiro as a demon.
He would actually have a harder time controlling his thirst because men don't have self-control.
Okay,
Wow, actually, that's
not,
fair.
Not incorrect. Yeah.
but do you think he would grow and shrink like Nezuko does?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he'd have a little baby
Mhm.
Tanjiro, and then we'd have like
Full-blown.
man.
Yeah.
Do you think he'd be a
Jacked.
stronger demon than Nezuko
No,
was?
bro. Because he's like he'd be able to age past his physical age because Nezuko did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
He turns into full Onesan,
Bro, he could have potentially like maybe awakened his little like demon thing the way like Nezuko did with the fight between the other two demons, the
spider ones.
Daki and Daki and the other
Gyotaro?
one and Gyotaro. Yeah. What if he had that moment, but way earlier when Akaza showed up? Because Tanjiro was a little bit more like physically developed, I guess, because he was like.
he was the one that moved the shit to the village.
Yeah, exactly. So he had a little bit more like, I guess strength behind him, right? So maybe that would help him kind of like develop that faster. So he could have like potentially gone against Akaza. I don't know how that would go necessarily, but it could have been earlier than the Daki and Gyotaro thing.
I like that. I could see that.
Right.
Okay, but she's saying his bloodlust would be worse,
It would.
right? So he'd probably be like,
Gnawing on that bamboo a lot
Hell
more.
no, they put a cage around his head.
Jeez.
Nah, he'd be he would still use the bamboo thing, I think.
Yeah.
They just have reserve bamboo. Just every time
Yeah.
it breaks, just here you go. Here's another one.
But he would also have a lot harder bloodlust versus like Nezuko, how she can like,
do you think
be
they'd buy
okay
his
and
name?
stuff.
Okay, so then that brings into question when the Hashiras are all gathered and they're like, "All right, fine, let's see,
yeah.
let's see
But
if she can
Nezuko would
resist."
be able to talk them out of it because I think she would be more,
Compassionate, maybe.
compassionate, and I guess, but I think she would have a better way of words to say like, yes, I'm sorry he attacked you, but X, Y, and Z, this reason, don't kill him.
I personally think that like if
I
it
don't think it'd
did
matter.
come to that, instead of like her like headbutting that, what was it, the air Hashira or the guy with all the scars that was doing the stabbing,
Mm-hmm.
like I believe, yeah, Tanjiro probably would bust out,
Mm-hmm.
but it would be more Nezuko that goes and then like knocks him into his place,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
explains to everybody like, I understand he's a demon, but
Mhm.
he's my brother. And if
And
he's
I
gonna
can
get out
control
of and if he's gonna get
I'll
out
put
of
him in
hand,
check.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Like if anybody's gonna put his fucking ass down, it's me.
Yeah, because they're siblings. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds way cooler.
Yeah, I would
So-
like that.
So, what do you think his demon art would be, right? Because Nezuko has the fire.
Yeah.
And
With
that's
the
clearly because of like Hino Kami Kagura.
Kagura,
Like
yeah.
she's descendant of the
Kokoshibo and Yoriichi.
yes.
Yeah.
I could
He would have like a blood demon art, whether we all
Yeah.
admit it or not. He'll have blood demon art.
Would it still be the flame?
well yeah. I mean,
Yes,
there's
because he's still a descendant,
Mm.
but it lot more blood.
You still think it'd be blood?
Yeah, he'll be blood.
Like the same way that she did it?
Who?
Nezuko.
Like her blood's just explosive.
What
I
if-
think
what
it'd
if-
be a little bit more like
What if it was like physically based, right? Like the
that's what I was
blood
thinking.
inside of him's like boiling or like
yeah.
getting extremely hot. So like
Gear
So
second?
some like
yeah, like Gear Second, but like a Titan. So like the steam does damage.
I was
and,
thinking
like-
kind of like the Naruto cloak.
Oh, like
that'd
the
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be cool. I was
Yeah.
thinking like fire touch or like the
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
when you touch somebody, it's super hot.
Oh. Like his body's so hot that like
Mhm.
grabbing onto something would cause like the skin to burn and
Oh, that would be cool. That'd be a little bit different, yeah, like a variation
Mhm.
on it, because it makes sense for him to keep the flame things if he is a
Mhm.
descendant, whatever that means. Because I
Well-
don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about.
Her blood
mean, I
is
kinda do, but-
explosive,
hmm
right? As a demon, so like kind of keeping the same properties, like blood heating up,
Mhm.
right? So rather than her scattering it all over the place and it catching fire,
It's more like
yeah, it's like
controlled,
inside
controlled
of you.
demolition per se.
Yeah,
I could see that.
kind of.
Not demolition, but
But how it
yeah.
What do you see then?
What do I?
What do you see, Emery?
No, I
Oh,
like
you do
Gary's.
agree. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, I
No,
think that's
yeah,
a good
and
variation.
like I kind of like the like he'd be so hot that he'd be emitting steam, kind of like your second.
Always got to come back to One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
just a physical enhancement.
because the three of us are pretty fucking basic.
Hey, fuck
try
you,
to
bro.
fucking
Speak for yourself.
Yeah,
quick question. How long into your list of top 10 do you have to get before your favorite anime is not a shonen?
Dang.
Is Magi a shonen?
This part of the podcast is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Besides the obvious perks of securing your IP address and protecting your privacy on the internet, ExpressVPN allows you to access streaming services in other parts of the world. For example, can you not access Bleach 1000 Year Blood War Arc? Simply just fire up ExpressVPN, change your IP address to another country that does, like America, and start streaming Bleach on Hulu. Listeners of this podcast will get a special deal, 3 months free when you sign up for a 12-month package and use our link, www.expressvpn.com/The Anime Alchemist. Again, that's 3 months free when you sign up for a 12-month package and use our link, www.expressvpn.com/The Anime Alchemist. This part of the podcast is brought to you by Hakai Culture. Do you guys have phenomenal legs like Gary? Maybe you got some tattoos on your legs like me and you just want to show them off. Best way to do that was Hakai Culture. They have some of the best anime merch on some of the most phenomenal looking designs for shorts for men. You can get anything from the Meta Nomi. You can get
Gama Nomi.
You can get the Goma Nomi. Sakuna. You can get Sakuna's pattern.
Yeah, they have a lot of the Demon Slayer ones.
Also, so if you guys want to check that out, you guys can get a 10% off if you use my code Emery13377. Again, that's code Emery13377.
I think it technically is, right?
It's Isekai.
No, shonen just means that it was public.
I mean,
Property by Shonen. Shonen
Yeah.
is the one who owns it.
Right?
Yeah.
well,
Fair, but like-
Shonen is a demographic.
That it's made for like teenage boys.
Oh yeah, that
right?
is true. Yeah, Shonen actually is
I
for
don't-
boys.
I
Yeah.
Magi
Oh.
is the Shonen.
I thought it meant that it was just publicated on Shonen Jump
I mean,
magazine.
is
at
other
some
world
point.
or
think
is
so.
like fantasy like a? Is that like a genuine like genre?
Is Dragon Ball a
Yeah.
fantasy? Like,
No, that's an
kind
isekai.
of-
Shut up.
I love that you
Yes
camera's
and
on
yes.
me and everything for that.
The hunt for the MacGuffins.
The hunt for the
What
MacGuffin.
did you say?
That's what Dragon Ball is.
Dragon Ball, yeah. Yeah.
what words did you say?
Have you ever seen?
Do you know what a MacGuffin is?
No.
A MacGuffin is like an item to find in the story as motivation, like
Yeah,
the Holy Grail. MacGuffin.
MacGuffin.
Oh my god.
What's your favorite movie? Name some movies that you like. I bet you I could find one that has a MacGuffin in it.
Star Wars, I guess. What would be the MacGuffin?
The Beacon.
The Beacon in the last one.
That's depressing.
Something like that you go and search after. You know what I mean? That you
Mm.
try and find.
Mm.
It's usually a physical object, right?
The new Jumanji movie. MacGuffin.
Sometimes it's not even attainable. It's
Oh, the
just
new
like a
Guardians of the
thing.
Galaxy movie.
Yeah.
MacGuffin.
Oh, really?
Ah.
Oh, wait. Isn't
Infinity Gauntlet,
Isn't
Infinity
in
Stone.
Hell's Paradise the
Oh, yeah, it's a
elixir of
fucking-
life
The
is a
elixir,
MacGuffin?
yeah,
Elixir.
the elixir is a MacGuffin too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the best examples is like that and like the Infinity Stones. Anytime an Infinity Stone is like in a movie and they're trying to find it, that's a MacGuffin.
I just learned a new word today.
So did we. Warble.
Warble.
Gotta love that word.
MacGuffin of the word. MacGuffin will be the word of the day for tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, so how did
But yeah, as I was saying, we're kind of basic. I mean, when we were recommending animes for like new beginners, like we only did like 2 or 3 that were like
non-shonen?
like we did like comedy and then I think romance.
We did mystery.
Oh yeah, we did do mystery. But it's refreshing to get a very different perspective.
Yeah.
So Miss Bunny Lord, I believe you have some non-shonen-esque animes for beginners, more appealing to the more female demographic out there.
These shoujos?
No. Madoka Magica.
Oh, I've heard.
Because
love
it is the
Madoka
perfect
Magica.
like it definitely has a lot of like magical aspect because like let's face it, everyone loves Sailor Moon, we all do,
Mhm.
and I know Madoka can kind of be like shown as like a rip-off Sailor Moon, but
No,
it's really not.
magical girls. That's all it is. It's magical girls. That's fine.
The Sailor Scouts are girls. What are you talking about?
Magical girls. That's okay. That's
a genre,
what
like,
it is.
that's
It
okay.
is a genre.
But yeah, you're right.
It's
That's
okay.
true. But I think it actually has a little bit of a darker thing to it, and it actually appeals to like realistic problems because, like, you know, an adolescent girl figuring out her place in the world and who she is and her confidence and like, you know, boys or relationships or whatever. And it actually does talk about that. And, you know, the anxiety and like the sadness of loneliness, figuring all that stuff.
It can be more relatable,
It's
basically.
really relatable. And just the idea of the magic part makes it way more spectacular. And makes it more interesting than
Yeah.
just like little girls and their bullshit problems.
Yeah.
But it's very dark.
It is
just,
dark.
By episode 4, it's gonna switch shit up.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go, whoa, this was not what I was expecting.
like
But
a
that's
Full
what
Metal
makes it
Alchemist.
so good.
So-
Like
When did this come out?
Long
2010.
like
So this is the 2010 era.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is
How many
2000.
episodes?
a day.
Only like 22.
Oh, that's a solid fucking
Yeah.
pitch. That is a
22.
solid pitch of an anime.
Not a lot of episodes,
'Cause-
relatively new.
But it
animation.
has a
Mhm.
bunch of spin-off movies, and it has side like stories, and then but most of the movies people say are just a rendition of the anime episodes. So I mean, you could just watch the movies. It like just expands it a little bit more, but just watch the episodes. It's fine how it is. But then there's like plenty of. I actually haven't read the manga though yet. Now that I think
That's a
about it, I
really good
probably should.
recommend. That's a really good recommendation.
Yeah, but it's really good. And I think that's good for maybe more female audiences, but it still has the coolness aspect of like the superpowers and all the magical effects, and the fight scenes can get really trippy. So if you can get maybe your guy who likes his shonen and stuff to watch it from like maybe like a little bit more of story perspective, the little bit of extra flashing fight scenes will make him like it.
Oh yeah, no, oh no, I like the
Yeah.
fight scene.
The
Yeah,
fight scenes are
very good.
very cool and very artistic.
Bro, these girls
Very
have different powers too. It's pretty fucking lit.
Yeah.
Ladies, get your man, sit him down, and watch his anime with them.
Watch
I'll
Madoka
do it
Magic.
again, Star.
If your man is into anime and you wanna breach into that, you wanna kind of learn more about like what he's into, grab him, tell him you want to watch his anime. You have another one for us?
Blue Exorcist, but most people have already seen that.
Well, I'm currently watching it, so
How do you like it?
it's pretty good. I'm not gonna say that I love it because I'm not there yet. I am a little over halfway done with season 1. I think I'm on episode 13, maybe 13 or 14. They are in the
Damn.
camp section where they all kind of split off, and I think it's kind of like, it seems like a training arc almost too.
It is.
Yeah.
Feels like it, yeah. I've met Amaimon. I've met Shura, which is the chick that pulls the sword out of her chest.
Mommy.
Emery's type, if you ever are wondering. Yeah, no, it's cool. It has its funny moments. I think I like it when it really focuses on the story it's trying to tell. There was one episode that bored the absolute shit out of
Which
me, and
one
I
was it?
had to truck through it. The beach episode.
I love that
It
episode.
bored
It's
me
huge.
so much. I was like, "Fuck, this doesn't have anything to do with like."
Dude, every
the story
anime
or anything."
needs
That was filler.
beach
It
episode.
needs a beats episode, bro.
And I know, like, I
Yeah.
got to it, and I was kind of excited at first. I was like, "Hey, Pablo, I got to the beach episode." And he was like, "Oh, this one has one too." Yeah, it does. And I was like, "All right, let's see." But it really just focused on 3 of them. It was Rin, and I can't remember the name of the other 2. but-
Shima and Kamiki.
Yes, them. And I guess they're kind of like right now probably my least favorite characters. Those 2, because I don't really know too much about them. Tamaki?
No, Kamiki.
Kamiki.
the girl,
She
right?
does not get her justice because they stopped making the anime. Her next,
Yeah.
it was literally supposed to be her arc next, but
Yeah.
they
Oh,
just
really?
fell off. And her arc literally just solidifies that world, and you want to know more about demons and Asha and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, like maybe
Yeah.
that's why it's still very early on. So like I don't really care too much about them. I like Rin as a character. He's funny. The brother is interesting too. He keeps going
cute.
back and forth from like being the mentor, brother, teacher, to like just being
The
Rin's
douche.
brother, the douche, kind of that.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
douche all the time, but like kind of a douche.
The brother that he was always like hiding away.
Yeah, yeah.
Is so fucked.
Like he doesn't have like a single like personality. He seems
No.
like he keeps having different types of personalities based on the situation. I can't read this dude.
Quick.
that's it makes sense though, because it's about like being a normal human
Yeah.
and then trying to be the son of like Satan. So
Yeah,
of
that's
course you'd
true.
have split who you are.
And it makes sense. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
probably like struggling a lot with the fact that like
Identity crisis.
an identity crisis
Bro,
thing.
he's struggling because he can't accept it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ren's over here like,
Accepting it, yeah.
fuck it, bro.
That's what
Yeah,
it
that's
is,
part
yeah.
of who I am anyways.
Yeah.
I can
Guess
cook
what?
you some food.
Yeah.
He accepts it and he's like, you know what? And you know what I'm going to do with it? I'm going to go kill the devil with it.
Yes, literally.
Damn right.
I do like that there
from a
is a
pouch.
goal there, you know,
Mhm.
because it makes it a little easier to like, okay, we're going in this direction, right? That's why, like, I think the beach episode was just like, I didn't want it. I just wanted to focus more on like them growing. And I think, does it get to a point where they're like not in the school anymore and they're kind of just like out and doing shit or whatever, or is it very involved
Next
with?
forth,
season.
Back and forth. Next season, not in the
Next
school at all.
Yeah, not in the school at all.
Okay, I think I maybe would like that more because I'm waiting for them to get their moment to like prove themselves. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And kind of like do their own
definitely,
thing.
man.
I'm still proud of you for trying.
Yeah, and
I'm
like
really proud of
right now it's sitting at like a, don't hate me, like a 6 out of 10 for me right now.
Like I said, I'm still happy you tried it.
Yeah, and I will keep watching. Like I do plan on finishing it. And depending on how it ends, I'll consider watching more of season 2. You told me to watch 22 episodes of season 1
and then 2 episodes season 2.
2 episodes of season 2,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then I'll see. Wait, so the rest of season 2 has nothing to do with?
Oh, it is. It's all canon. That's
it's
all
all
manga
But
canon.
she's leaving the rest of that up to you.
Yeah, that's your.
Gotcha.
It's up to
Okay.
you.
Fair enough.
But I will say this: Blue Exorcist did the Demon Train first, so Demon Slayer is a
Oh, no, it did.
fucking ripoff of Blue Exorcist
With the
because
movie and
that movie
everything.
came out in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
So
Blue Exorcist did a Demon Train
yeah.
movie.
hmm
Really?
Yeah.
Like very similar concept, essentially.
Not as in depth as Demon Slayer, but the whole principle and like how it looks and what it did, same thing. Eating people,
Really?
blah blah blah.
Oh,
Mhm.
So Demon Slayer,
míralo.
not fancy.
There's nothing original about the series.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's nothing original about Demon Slayer.
No, that's what,
Oh,
I'm
that's
saying.
what you mean.
That's what
Oh.
I'm saying.
There's nothing
Demon Slayer.
original
There's
about Demon
nothing
Slayer.
original
It's
about
just a
Demon Slayer.
flashy show.
It's
I
basically-
enjoy it though.
It's like Exorcist trying to get rid of demons, but
Yeah.
demon hunters or whatever they're called in Demon Slayer doing the same thing.
Yeah,
Demon
no,
Slayers?
it's incredibly basic, but I gotta say though, I have been enjoying it as the seasons progress. Like season 1 of Demon Slayer, I trucked through it. It looked great,
Mhm.
but the story was super simple. I was like, okay, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. It didn't really entice me into like, oh, I can't wait for the next season. I was like, okay,
It's
like,
about pretty pictures.
I'll probably watch the next season. Season 2 was great. I fucking love season 2. I
Yeah, they
love
make
what they started
donuts.
doing. They make donuts. No, they did a really good job and it got me more interested. And now I'm really liking season 3. So I see myself like liking it more and more.
Mhm.
Again, it's a simple story, but I think I just take it as a completely surface level show that does what it does really good. It does fight scenes amazing. The animation is great. And the story is somewhat interesting for me to keep wanting to know more, like the whole history and like the Tanjiro thing that he has with his history
With his dad.
and like
yeah.
what his background is or whatever. That's interesting. I don't know about it because I haven't read the manga and I'm curious to know more, so it's enough for me to keep watching.
Inherited memories.
Yeah,
Inherited memories. Yeah.
oh yeah, no, it's doing good.
That's crazy, huh?
It's doing really good. I like the Hashiras too. The more we get to know them a little bit better, I'm liking them. The abilities are cool. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm not looking for something super deep in this one.
Mhm.
I think if you go in it with that mindset, you'll enjoy it for sure.
Okay.
Well, I have two recommendations
Okay.
for anime that are not shonen that I feel like would be good starter anime depending on what you're into.
Mhm.
So there's one called Somali and the Forest Spirit,
Okay.
and it's about a human child like in the deep depths of like demon territory.
Oh.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and this golem that protects the forest is like, well, shit, I gotta take her back to humans. But like they're traveling to find humans, and it's just their journey.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
And he's taking care of her, and you're like seeing bits and pieces of this crazy world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fuck yeah. I like that.
Newer, older.
It's a bit older. It came out like 2019, 2020.
Oh, okay. So
Man, that doesn't
Relatively
feel
new.
that long ago, but it's been a little bit.
Well,
It's like
years
4
ago.
years ago.
4 or
now.
5 years ago.
Another one that came out around the same time. It's called Ascension of a Bookworm.
Okay.
So it's
Oh.
an isekai anime, and it's about a girl, like in her previous life, you know, she was really into books. She worked at this huge library,
Mm-hmm.
and like, it's like the library of libraries. You know, like it's like a fantasy world. So
Yeah.
in that fantasy world, like she works in this massive archive where she had access to everything and she just read all the time.
Okay. Well, it's a lot of knowledge you got right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then she dies
Uh-huh.
and gets reincarnated into a world where books do not exist yet.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
And so she's like, okay, how do I make these like attainable for a regular peasant like me?
Oh, okay. Did she like invent books essentially for that world?
Low key, but she's also like a 4-year-old who with a very, very frail body.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So like, you know, she gotta use the big brain.
Interesting.
It's pretty good. It's one of those top tier isekais.
Yeah. Okay.
Like one of those isekais where people like you that aren't really into isekai are like, this is actually pretty good.
Might have to give that one a shot then. We'll see. It's hit or miss for me.
There's
so
3
when it hits, it
seasons
hits.
There's 3 seasons now.
Oh, that's nothing.
Would you put Kami-sama on that list?
No.
Really?
What about Noragami?
Oh.
Yes, I would.
Noragami is good.
I didn't
There's a
like
little- there's a
Noragami.
good little
Here's
bit
the
of
thing.
fighting.
You did
And
not
there's some romance.
get into season 2. Season 1 is more about the development between Yato and Yukine. Like that's season 1 is about them.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to like understand that Yukine is kind of a brat and stuff, and he kind of can't accept that he's dead. Like when you're dead, human things don't matter anymore, and he's kind of servicing a god.
Oh, okay.
So it's
'Cause
more.
he's got a little bit of an attitude.
Yeah, because I mean, he was a kid. He died as a kid.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that like at the very beginning when Yato like, you know, named him and everything, he even said, "Oh, what a difficult age to, you know, deal with."
Yeah.
But he's a kid, so he needs to understand that, you know, servicing a god and everything, and he needs to leave the like Earth world stuff behind and just focus that you're dead, but
Like move on and do
this
your,
is your life
job, I
now. Yeah,
guess.
do your job. But Yato's not a bad guy. He genuinely cares about Yukine and everything.
Right.
But if you get past Yukine's bad attitude, and once they fix that, I promise it gets better.
I don't even think that was an issue for me. I think I got like 5 episodes in. And not that I wasn't following what was going on. I think I overall was, but I couldn't find something that immediately was like, oh, like I tried to find one thing right in the first few episodes that kind of keeps me wanting to know more. And I guess I don't know the purpose of the story for Noragami. Like, what is the purpose of the story?
It's about gods being part of our world and basically cleansing the world of bad vibes. Basically, all your bad vibes and everything of like, you know, people having greed or suicidal thoughts or, you know, murdering people. Like those can create bad vibes in this world, and it can taint this world and can hurt other people. Basically, it's all your energy and stuff. So
Hold on a sec. Hey, Sarah, have you ever watched Jujutsu Kaisen, by the way?
you mean that lame anime that everyone likes?
Oh, you mean the one?
Kind of the same system, a little more complex.
Like,
but yeah.
Yeah, like you were describing that. I'm like, that sounds incredibly similar to Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, kind of the top, like the same thing. Like negative energy, negative things create these cursed spirits that go around and fuck up society. And
Noragami did it first.
See,
like fallen characters. Magi.
Yeah.
Don't eat the microphone. I mean,
I'm sorry. Sometimes
Gotta give it that
it just
glock.
smells so good.
what were you wanting to say?
Shit. You know, I really fucking had something, but I totally lost it.
I'm sorry. You were gonna say something,
I was cooking,
but I was holding on to the
Noragami
two
thing?
recommendations.
That's
It
fine.
was
That's
like,
fine. That's fine.
What are they called?
Well, I had the Kami-sama question, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
The reason I don't recommend Kami-sama to majority people is because that's very specific.
starter anime.
Inuyasha.
But most people don't give a crap about like
Bruh, Inuyasha is what put a ton of females on anime back in the day.
that's true.
Like I remember the few girls that I could talk to about anime, it was Inuyasha. Like that
fair.
was one of the few. You know, obviously I watched Sailor Moon too because
Yeah.
you know it was on. But
Yeah, I think one of my friends, or Shane, y'all remember Shane? I think she's seen Inuyasha. She's definitely seen Sailor Moon too.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like the ones that she knows of in terms of anime. It's like their OG. Like we have, in terms of OG, we always have like Dragon Ball, Naruto,
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho,
Hakusho.
Cowboy Bebop. And I think, like girls gravitated more towards like the Inuyashas, the Sailor Moons, stuff like that.
Was there any other ones like back in the Disney when you were first like what's something you gravitated more towards like during the Toonami era?
Did you ever watch Lucky Star?
No.
What's like, well, what is something?
Naruto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Naruto
else?
was one that always kind of like, I feel like everyone
It unifies everybody.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
The
Anything else?
Equalizer.
These are genuine questions I
Yeah.
don't know the answer to, which is strange.
Honestly, I fell off of anime, not like completely, but I fell off of exploring too hard because, you got bullied for liking anime. It wasn't cool. And so I kind of like buried that love. So I didn't seriously explore until a little bit like,
I walked so
Later.
you could run.
yeah, like I didn't explore super hard until I met Gary. So
Oh.
yeah,
No, I was very open about my
yeah.
anime loves.
When he like
Yeah.
told me about it, then I was very much like, oh my gosh, like I
You felt
love
more
this.
comfortable,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then he recommended pretty much my entire list. And yeah.
Nice.
I was a closeted anime fan.
Yeah.
Like I ate shit constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, throughout high school. Hell yeah. But like
Oh.
I would never bring it up
Mm-hmm.
unless I heard somebody else bring it up first.
Mm.
Always. Like I did that, honest to God, I did that up until he came back into my life.
That's
Like
crazy.
I'm dead serious. Even like, man, like before I met him, like, man, I was eating Shippuden.
Mm-hmm.
I had already seen like, Death Note and not Death Note. My God, is that what I went with? I was first
Yeah.
on my head. Soul Eater. There was a handful of just different shit back in the day that I had seen.
Mm-hmm.
But like I never talked about it with fucking anybody.
Really?
No, man. I had like 2 friends, I think, here in Houston. But like when I met him, I did not give a fuck. So I just started talking about it all the time.
I never checked out anime in high school. Like I think Dragon Ball Z was the only thing that like I knew was like is anime and that I really loved. And like I didn't go around telling everybody it's like I fucking love Dragon Ball Z, but like that was my shit.
I have
you know
like
what I mean
2 friends that like equally loved it as much as me. So like I would geek out with them about it.
yeah, you find like the couple people that really like it as much as you do and you talk about it, but then that's it. You don't really like branch out and try other things because you're just like, oh, but like everything else is really different, you know what I mean? And then like I think for me at least, like Naruto really helped me kind of like be more open to trying different anime because Pablo watched it first. Pablo was a lot of the reasons that I actually got into anime, believe it or not. He put me on to more shows than you'd think. He put me on to Naruto, and the thing is, like, he'd always start them, and he never finishes them
shit.
until I catch up and pass him. And I'm like, hey, you should really keep watching. He's like, oh, okay, I will. And then he's like, you were right. This shit was great. And I'm like, you put me on it, bro. Like, this is your show. He did that with Naruto, and then he actually wanted to watch One Piece before I did. Believe that.
Wow.
Like I didn't want to watch
Oh,
it.
little brothers be cooking.
Yeah, and he was fucking
do be cooking.
like he would show me random clips like, dude, like I think I kind of want to watch One Piece. I'm like, really? Like this show's long as fuck, bro. He's like, I don't know, like look at this video. And it was an AMV, of course. And I was like, that does look pretty cool. And it was a Marineford like type of AMV. And I think we both tried it for a little bit. We both kind of stopped around the same time, like Syrup Village, because it was slow, you know. And then I met you guys introduced it to me, made me like try it again, and Eric also was pushing me
Badgering you.
towards it.
Yeah.
Then I kept watching a little bit, and I was like, oh, okay, this is good.
Is something different.
Yeah,
This is
Baratier
another
changed
story.
the game for me, bro. Like that's when I really fell in love with it. But even after that, before Pablo watched One Piece, he tried Black Clover first, recommended that to me. He watched Fire Force before me.
Wow.
He watched Attack on Titan before I did.
Damn.
He's watched all of that
Wow.
before
What
me.
the hell?
Like, but he'll never really talk about it, and that's why I think it's crazy because he recommended so much shit to me. But then I would always catch up and like pass him because he just doesn't really finish shows all the time. And then I convince him, you really should finish that one and this one, you know?
You know what I love seeing about Pablo?
Mm-hmm.
You see that he's slowly like infecting his friend group.
Yes.
with anime.
I love
yes.
Like,
love it, bro.
like it's hilarious because I realized like he's the anime fan in his friend groups.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, he's gotten like 2 or 3 like into anime. Like fucking Joel's
Joel's almost
eating Dressrosa.
yeah, he's a
can't believe it.
He's fucking we're about to watch the Gear 4th episode on Monday or Tuesday.
Bro.
Yeah, he's
fuck
that
yeah.
far. He got Duffy to start watching
Watching
Attack on
Attack on
Titan.
Titan.
Fucking loved Attack on Titan.
Yep.
He got him to watch My Hero too. Or between
And
the
didn't he
both.
start Jujutsu Kaisen?
He did start Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't think he's finished it yet because he works a lot, but I think
Fair.
he is watching a good amount of it. Who else? There's probably someone else too that I'm forgetting. But that's the thing. He's always like the one you least expect to convince you to watch shit. But he's there. He's the one planting those seeds.
He's a smooth talker.
He's a
Yeah,
smooth
he
talker, bro. He won't talk about it. I don't think
Smooth
he's a
like that
closet
fucking
weeb.
hair.
I know that he like loves it and he'll talk about it when he knows that like people like it. He'll make conversation, but he doesn't go around preaching the good word of Oda. You know what I mean?
He's a social weeb. Like he only lets it out when he's around other weebs.
Other weebs, yeah. Like I think he picks the time and place, which is totally
He
understandable.
doesn't just like, you know,
Yeah, he has a lot of other interests, which is good and healthy.
like bro.
We're analyzing you, bitch.
You know what? Yeah. You know
Hey,
what I
Pablo, if you're watching this, yeah.
I might tell him like, hey, you should check out this episode, by the way.
when I went to Florida, man, you know what I fucking hated?
What?
Dude, I had nobody to fucking talk about. I had like I think 2 people the entire trip to talk about anime with.
Really?
The guy who tattooed me and my 17-year-old cousin.
Oh, wow.
I'm dead serious. I'm
What's
like,
wrong with being 17, asshole?
nothing.
wrong with
It's
being your
just,
cousin?
You know, completely 2 different
A lot of
generations.
things.
I'm 11
Oh.
years older than him. Like our brains,
you
like
are old.
okay, no, this was pretty cool though. Okay, this is a kid I haven't seen in like 15 years. He has the entire complete set of Bleach.
Ooh.
Wow.
He has several Bleach figures. Like he had a nice little collection going.
Mhm.
He's seen some shit.
Really?
Hell's Paradise.
He went the route of being a Bleach fan rather
Yeah.
than One Piece. That's unfortunate.
Yes,
That's unfortunate.
yes, and honestly, God, he's kind of like a Bleach fan in that sense. He's
Out of
like
the 3.
he just doesn't like. I told him I was like, dude, you know you have to watch One Piece, right? And he was like, I don't know, man. And he's like,
Happens
it's
to all of
I was
us.
like, I was just like,
edgy enough.
but then
The
like.
biggest misconception about the show.
But like, you know, I was sitting here going like, you do know that like One Piece is the best, right? He is like, yeah, I do understand that.
Oh, okay.
He did not try to argue the fact that like Bleach is better than One Piece.
He just enjoys Bleach.
Uh-huh.
That's fine.
Respect.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I respect that.
Yeah.
Those people that are like, no, it's the
Yeah.
best story ever. It's better than everything. It should have sold more. Like
So
those
the entire
people,
Boruto
yeah,
fan base.
My
Dang.
hero fan base.
No,
Wow.
I'm sorry.
You went there.
no, but like that's the thing. Do you guys remember my friend Diego? Do you remember Diego, right, from the store?
Yes.
Dude, like Bleach is his favorite, but he's seen like a lot of anime, almost as much as y'all. He's seen all of One Piece and is caught up to the manga. He has seen all of Naruto, obviously, too. But Bleach is his favorite. It's the one that he enjoys the best. Yeah. So, like, if you've seen, you know, a good amount, like, you can still like your favorite one. Because, like, me and Eric were talking the other day when I hung out with him. He's obviously seen the big 3 too and a bunch of other animes. And obviously, his favorite is One Piece. But between, like, Naruto and Bleach, I think we both kind of agree. We both like Bleach a little bit better. Naruto might technically be better because it's more popular and shit like that. I enjoy Bleach more. I think so far it's been pretty solid, and I don't have as many complaints as I do with Naruto. Maybe, you know what I mean? And that's just like
Now-
a personal thing.
Take this into consideration.
But Chad,
No, I'm not saying it doesn't have problems. I'm saying
Yeah,
the problems
now-
aren't as a big
Okay.
deal for me as they are for
But
some other
we're
people.
also not take this into consideration.
Rest
You're also part of the newer Bleach fans.
True.
You didn't have to wait a decade.
That is so true, actually. Yeah, the filler is probably the biggest reason people don't fuck with Bleach.
Exactly.
that is the biggest reason.
Yeah, I didn't.
The biggest reason
didn't
why I don't
have to
fuck with
deal
Bleach is the filler.
But
yeah.
isn't all of One Piece filler?
Shut
I-
the hell
Throw this
up.
at you.
No, it's not. It progresses the story.
I swear. Oh, he should have never said that.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Cuddy Flam?
Okay, look, I actually have a real quick thing for all of you who don't want to watch One
You know
Piece.
who Iceberg is?
Shut up. For all of you who don't want to watch One Piece, because like all your friends are trying to like convince you and stuff, honestly, just pick it up wherever you think is the coolest and do what I did.
No, do not do what
I
you
can't
did.
believe she just said that. Are we really gonna let this get through?
She's fired.
Why did we give her a microphone again?
Just pick it up wherever, honestly. At least you can then talk to your friends about it.
Look.
What?
Oh wait, hold on.
Tell me.
It brings more people into the fandom.
Yeah,
And
it
at
brings
some
more people.
point, if they have to be educated, we educate them.
Yeah, and then come back to
I'm
the podcast.
I'm constantly educating this woman on One Piece. She will ask me some based questions, bro. Like some like really basic shit. Like
If she would have watched this, she would know that.
Does Luffy's penis
Yes.
stretch?
Oh no, she just
Like
asks.
that. Come on, he's made of rubber.
Of course it
Well,
stretches.
what do you think?
Yeah, condom.
What's the One Piece? Is it actually treasure? You know, like
Not what he
like
fucking knows.
she'll ask really kind of basic questions.
Mm.
Like questions where if she asked you, you could be like, "Watch this arc," and she would have her answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though.
I
At least
show
I
her
can
clips,
respect
too.
One Piece finally, because like for the longest time I bashed on it. I was
And
a
we
One Piece
appreciate
hater.
that.
I hate it.
But I
so much.
respect anyone who loves One Piece or however you want to watch it. But like I can genuinely say, watch it. It's good, even though I skipped some stuff. But
Enjoy it how you want. I
enjoy how you
guess.
want it. Like at least then you can talk to your friends and be excited about it with them versus hating on it or just being like sitting in a corner, can't talk about it.
Yeah, that's true. Like I'm not gonna bash people for enjoying a show the way they enjoy it, but I definitely don't recommend starting in the middle of it. I think the
It's fine.
better experience is to just kind of watch a show like the way you normally would from the beginning.
Punk Hazard's
That's just
the
me
best,
calling me
guys.
crazy, I guess. But if you enjoyed the show, fuck it. You enjoy the show. I'll take any One Piece fan. I don't really care.
Davy Back Games is the best.
I feel like a fucking Christian in a Scientology church right now. This sounds like all fucking blasphemy.
Go off. Go.
Moving
explode
on.
back.
Martine, what's your defense?
I don't have
You
a defense.
like Zelda. You like a fantasy world, like adventure game. Why don't you like Isekai more?
Because Zelda goes in the direction that I want it to go in. Isekai doesn't. Sometimes I'm like, that's stupid. You should go do this, and they don't do it.
And how many times have you died doing stupid shit?
A lot. I've died at least 6 times. The game has been out for 24 hours, and I have died 6 times already. I fucking suck at this game, but it's so fun.
I told him, I was like, bro, you can glide there from this point all the way back over there. Like you can one shot it. And he was like, okay. I'm dead serious. I think he tried 3 or 4 times. He's like, how the fuck are you doing this?
But he wouldn't tell me. The piece of shit just kept like, you just do it. And he changed the subject. I'm like, Emery, stop changing the subject.
I'll be completely honest. Was not on purpose. I was just more in depth into my game.
Fucking asshole.
But like, finally, I like told him, I was like, dude, you just glide over and then jump off and dive into the water. Game logic. Water is always safe.
Yeah.
You know what I think was throwing me off so much? And if you haven't caught on, we're talking about the new Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom. FYI, amazing fucking game.
Peak.
It's pretty great.
I didn't realize how high up I was. I thought one of the islands all the way across was the fucking temple that I was supposed to make it to. I was like, that is way too far away for me to make it. It despawns before I even get halfway. But you're like, no, look down. It's beneath you. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even think to look at my map and realize I was moving way farther than I thought. I was just so high up that I didn't realize that it was below me. And I just had to aim for the water. And then I made it. But yeah, this game is fucking insane.
The map is humongous.
Like,
Huge.
God.
Like,
It's
Damn,
what
it's big.
Pokemon should have been, that map.
well, like, I mean, Arceus wasn't that bad. I don't think.
It was
like,
a
the
big
The
map,
story
but not
sucked.
big.
The story,
story
sucked. The
did
story,
suck.
the story did suck. But like, overall, like, they took the original Breath of the Wild map, put it on steroids, and then cloned it. That had a child, and
And it bought more real estate.
then like they
And now we
They-
have Highlands.
like it's how they took. Yes, exactly. They took one of the biggest maps to date,
Yeah.
and then they're like, how do we make it better? Zora.
We go up.
The sky.
No,
And they did it so well. And then they added so much more fun mechanics.
Oh god, the abilities that you can do in this game are so fucking cool. I'm not gonna spoil all of them for you, don't worry, Gary. But the stuff that we've seen in the trailers, right? It looked so fun. And then you go in there and then you start doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, there's no way that this works as well as it does. Do you know anything about any of the abilities so I know which ones I can and which ones I can't talk about? Or are you going in completely blind?
Kinda. I mean, I saw the trailer.
Okay.
He did watch that one video, didn't you? Where like the creator was like playing the game. Yeah.
Okay, so you saw like the ultra hand ability
Mhm.
where he can move shit and the fuse ability, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so those are the ones that I really wanted to talk about anyway.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And the permeation one too. I think he showed it in that trailer too. He just shoots up.
Mhm.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine
yeah,
because
yeah.
that's really all I have at least at this point.
Yeah,
right now. I
same,
know that
same.
there are more abilities. I don't know what they are, but those three have been so much fun because the community took that and they went crazy
Nuts.
with it. Dude, this game has been out again for 24 hours essentially, like a full day, maybe 2 days by now. And some people are already like max hearts with like
Yeah.
all these fucking weapons,
Full
abilities, and shit.
stamina.
And I'm like, have you been doing nothing but playing this game? Respect.
Respect.
They have been making the craziest fucking things.
I saw someone speed run it, and they completed it within an hour and like
What the
54
fuck?
minutes. They
How's that?
Yeah, and they already uploaded it. I'm not gonna say the name because we don't promote those people, but you know.
That sucks, honestly. I feel like you don't get your money's worth at that point if you're just speedrunning
It's just
it.
like how you want to experience it though.
Oh yeah, I guess if they're enjoying
Like,
it.
I mean, some people love those challenges. You know, like when a new Pokemon game comes out, typically my first playthrough is a Nuzlocke
Really?
because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Mhm.
So it's a little bit more of a challenge. You know, I don't like know all the Pokemon types. I don't know what the gym leaders are gonna be.
Mhm.
You know, I don't know when I'm gonna get ambushed. So it's a little more risky,
Mhm.
right? You have the potential to lose the game. So I kind of see the appeal in like, okay,
could be
this is a
fun.
new challenge.
I see. Okay. Right now, like, I'm a very slow player when it comes to games like these. I know that there's an objective. I know that I'm supposed to follow the story. If you give me a world that's that big, I'm not gonna go explore it.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean?
like, there's been so many times where I'm just like, oh, like, go off and I'll do some shit and I'll get something done and I'll be like, what was I doing? And then I'll pull up the map and I'm like, oh, okay, that's right, I did have a quest to go do. And then I'll be like,
Bro, you don't like Minecraft?
nah.
I'm gonna try it soon.
I feel
Pablo
like
keeps
you like
telling
the-
me, and he's really pushing me. He's like, Martin, you need to try Minecraft. And I was like, okay, I'll buy it soon-ish, maybe in a little bit,
Dude,
and
like,
I will let y'all know as soon as I get it.
Get
so
it
we
on
can try
PC.
out. Yeah, for sure.
I'll have
please
to, like,
don't.
move the map.
Don't get
and
it
the
on
world over.
PC.
I don't want to have to go through the struggle of setting it up on my computer again.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
tough.
Especially because they switched everything over.
you'll be okay.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. You're tech savvy.
Oh no, he gave up last time.
Yeah.
He hit a
on
wall.
Halloween,
But if I
hit a wall.
start it, if I start playing,
If Martine starts it, you have to
I
play
wish
with.
you would come over and play on like the PS5.
But
Why?
That's
not-
my like when we play it all on split screen on like one
Oh,
world.
that's
That's
fun.
one of my
Yeah,
favorite.
That is fun.
I
ways
love
to
playing
play.
split screen games in general.
I miss
Mhm.
split screen. games.
Yeah, it takes it back to like a
Old school.
Like
Yeah,
yeah, like
day of the
being
past.
in your bedroom with your friends when they come over,
Yeah.
and it's just you
fucking
know,
GoldenEye.
Oh,
Yes.
GoldenEye, yeah.
fucking Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, fucking Tony Hawk too.
Tony Hawk.
Oh man,
Oh, the Sonic game.
Mm,
Sonic
yep.
Racers.
Sonic
Sonic
games, yep.
Right.
The old Dragon Ball games too. Honestly,
Mhm. It was fucking peak.
yeah, that was the best way to like play video games when you were a kid. You got to just share it, and you really got to like shit talk them in person. Online
Yeah.
gaming is fun, obviously, but that doesn't beat being there and just like experiencing it together.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Um,
guys have one thing to say to someone who's not interested in Zelda, but try and convincing them?
Well, I wasn't necessarily interested in it, right? Because I was worried that I would have to go through the hurdle of playing Breath of the Wild to understand the game.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I've been told, that's not something you have to worry about. Like, this game kind of stands on its own. It's
Mhm.
not leaning on the
Oh, that's
old
impressive.
plot
Oh,
of the
yeah.
story.
Considering it's so big.
Yeah, so you can just jump into it and play it as you please.
Yeah.
right? The controls are very easy to understand. It's easy to navigate the world. I mean, it's fun. Like, it's literally just a game where you can go in and fuck around with stuff and play
however you want.
Fun. Yeah, play however you want. So if you're interested in games, right, and you like RPGs, this is a good one.
Oh yeah. I think the best thing about these two games, like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, is that you can make it as complicated as you want it to be.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen people overcomplicate the fuck out of beating certain monsters. They will jump up, explode, freeze time, move shit around, throw explosives just to do a specific way to like take down an enemy, a monster or something.
In like one session.
In like one quick session. Or you can just go up to the monster and just whack it with a sword until it's done. You really don't have to do the over-the-top stuff, but it's so fun to experiment with different ways about beating people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that is like the magic behind Zelda that got me really interested in it, because I love those open world type games where you can really like do whatever you want, you know what I mean? You have an objective, you have side quests, you can find shit if you do go out and explore, or you can just follow the main storyline and still be rewarded for it, you know? It adapts to like any play style, I think, and that's what really hooked me on the Zelda games. If you've never played it before, like what got me honestly was Breath of the Wild and also Wind Waker. I loved Wind Waker back in the day. Just OG fucking game.
It is
one of the only ones that I played as a kid. Didn't like complete it all the way through, but I'm working on that. So
yeah, the other night they were talking about like, oh man, I need to make a boat. I need to make a boat to get across this water. And everybody's like, oh, just make one. I was like, yep, I'm buying this game. I'm getting it. No, like you you can really do whatever you want.
Oh yeah,
with this game. It's just contained in the Zelda universe.
But I'm gonna talk about how I accidentally cheated my way across a map.
Oh my god, this is so funny.
Okay, so this is still in the very, very beginning, so it doesn't really spoil anything. It's not story related. There's like these big ass fucking platforms that you can move with the Ultra Hand ability. Wherever you put them, they'll just float there. They'll just stay there. I didn't know that. I noticed that they would stay there, but I didn't think that was the only function for them. And you have to get to different shrines to collect like the abilities in order to move on from the story mode. So when I got the second to last one, I was like, fuck, I gotta get all the way across this map to find this last shrine and get the ability, right? But I don't have my glider yet. I can't just jump off and glide my way there. I had to work my way down the mountain, go traverse through a lake, go through caves, and it was taking a minute, right? And I was like, there's gotta be an easier way to do this. I found that floating platform, right? And I was like, okay, well, I've seen people somehow fly in this game. Maybe they use these. So I put it up in the air. And at that point, you get these like little fan things. And I attached it to it at the bottom to make it float up even higher, right? Slowly as I climbed onto it. And then when I got to like a really good height, I added a couple more to the side of it to start propelling it forward, inching my way across. But I have barely any energy because I'm just starting the game. Like you get a little battery essentially that powers these things, and it would deplete it in like a couple seconds, but it would propel me a little bit and then I'd stop. And I'd wait for it to charge and then it'd propel me a little bit more. I flew across the fucking map to the next shrine and I figured out a way to get over there. And I told Emery, he's like, did you just fucking fly all the way across? And I'm like, was I not supposed to? And he's like, I mean, it works.
Is there multiple flat platforms?
Uh-huh.
Oh, so why didn't you just like Ultra Hand and then?
Oh, there wasn't where I was at. There wasn't
Not
multiple
like-
there. There
like-
are in the area, but where I was at specifically, there was just one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would have been
That's
genius.
still-
though.
that's
That
still
would have
dope,
been
though.
So smart.
Yeah, I just fucking flew my ass all the way across. And when I told him that I already had the 3 abilities, he's like, how the fuck did you get that one so fast? And that was when I was a little bit ahead of him. And he's like, I'm still trying to figure out how to cross this fucking little mini island or something.
You remember, because I don't want to spoil this. Do you remember those one objects that we said were like, oh, apparently this is in it?
Yeah.
So when I found those, I put it on one of those platforms.
Does it really
Oh my
shoot?
god, like boom.
Oh, I can't wait to find
It's
those.
great. I love it.
There is a lot of shit in this game, bro.
You can combine everything with everything.
Yeah.
I combined a hot air balloon to my shield.
The feasibility is so cool.
God damn it.
Yeah. I've seen people attach like giant barrels of dynamite to a boomerang.
Yes.
And they, first of all, why a boomerang? That
Because you
seems
can throw it.
and it comes back to you.
But if you hit your opponent, it'll blow up when you hit.
Yeah, well, the TikTok I saw, it did not blow up the opponent. They missed, and it came back. It was so funny too. They throw the boomerang with the dynamite at a group of enemies, and it goes boom, and he's like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!" And he starts running away, but it cut right as it exploded too.
Damn.
That's when he needs the freeze frame and then don't waste it.
That's good. I might try to make something like that. That'd be funny. And all of the comments were like, out of everything you could have attached it to, you picked a boomerang.
Yeah.
You had that coming to you.
I mean, low key, like that was one of the first things that I was mentioning. Like, oh man, you can combine this with boomerangs.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. It's not wrong.
That's the thing. There's no wrong way to play this game.
No, there's not.
No. Even he was like, what if I like attached a balloon to this torch? Would the heat from the torch like propel me up because it's a hot air balloon? And I'm like,
Did it?
in theory.
Yes.
Oh, it
What?
worked?
Wait, like with my shield?
Yes.
Kinda. Like it's very finicky. Like it will fill up, but like the flames had essentially be pointing towards me.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
But that means that there is a way to do it.
See, and I'm still trying to, I fused one of the big like eagle gliders to my shield, and that essentially just became a shield. But I'm trying to figure out like, there's got to be some kind of like applying to it. I suck at surfing, FYI.
Me too.
I suck at being able to like trigger it. You can surf on your shield. So you like if you're like on a snowy plane, you can like go down a mountain like real quick, just surfing.
Yeah, you like jump up,
or
and
like
then you,
even like on a grassy kind of plane. It's pretty cool.
It's like a fun way to kind of like
but
just go down the hill.
It's a pain in the ass to trigger. Like the trigger to be like, woohoo, and he gets on and starts sliding. It's
kind of like a timing thing. Oh, I saw someone mount a mine cart to their shield, and since it has wheels,
oh yeah,
you went fast down that hill, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, he essentially made like a little skateboard essentially out of his shield and a mine cart.
Nah, bro.
Genius.
Dude, we not Fumi in here with the shields. with anything, to be honest.
Yes.
Like, oh, you know, sword?
Shield hero
Sword?
at its
Do
finest.
what you
yeah.
want.
You know what I
Shield?
haven't tried?
Do what you want.
So
Have you attached a shield to your sword?
yes, I have.
Did it work?
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. But what I haven't tried is fusing anything with Antonio.
With the horse?
Yes.
We were talking about that too. I don't think you can
No,
do that with the horse.
Do that.
I like Full Metal Alchemist.
God.
No, that's so fucked. But in theory.
But like, what if like I could like?
Oh, I think
I muted myself. But what if like in theory I could fuse a sword to it, and now I have like a unicorn with a sword for a horn?
Well, bro, people were mounting like spears to like the little makeshift cars that they were doing, and it was just like, well, you saw the video.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it just
yeah.
The possibilities are endless, and it's
Can
only
you make
been
a
2
chariot
days.
for your horse.
Oh, probably,
bro. Genius. There you go. Make a single seater chariot.
You
Yes,
totally
you
could.
totally
Yeah.
can.
Like, you know, like tiny spoiler, but it's more of like an assistance.
Mhm.
Throughout the map, they have like supply stations where like they'll just be like objects around that you can utilize to like build something convenient. Like sometimes they'll just be like mass amounts of like planks and wood, wheels,
Just materials in
yeah,
general.
just materials, right? Shit, I'm sorry, I forgot where I was going with this.
They're spread around like the entire world. You can create whatever you want.
Shit, and I forgot why it was useful. My bad. I'm so sorry. Shit.
No, that's okay.
Fuck.
Well, one of the things that I saw that you could make too was you can make your own little like motorcycle kind of too.
Yeah.
Oh, chariot.
Oh, the
Chariots, yes.
So, but yeah, so they have like thick like 4x4s,
Mhm.
so that like you could technically attach like a set, like a small plank with wheels, have those 4 planks come out,
Yeah.
put that around, and then just lay it right in front of your horse, and then just
Yeah, that would work, I think.
smack your horse and make it run.
Smack it.
Because you can't ride it and control
You could
it.
also use it to carry materials around too. Bro, because you could ride your horse, right, and have it like pull something that has like a base essentially and put shit on top because you can move whatever you want.
You can be your extra ammo.
Yeah.
Your extra weapons.
Oh, yeah.
All those sticks.
All this is sticks.
Drop.
The thing is, like, once you get it far enough, and I haven't gotten there yet, but I've seen the TikToks. There's a lot more technology than you expect in this game that you can essentially build.
I mean, there's these robots, bruh, and they're dropping little parts. Like I'm expecting. I hope I can make my own little robot.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe
That'd be cool.
Yeah, the crafting system of this blew my mind.
Yeah.
So,
which is crazy because those machines are ancient machines.
Yeah.
Like they're before like the current Hyrulean like society.
Yeah. So this is its own timeline, right? The Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom thing.
Yes, they're their own timeline. Yeah.
Because I haven't played enough of them to really know a coherent timeline or one of the timelines.
Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask kind of go hand in hand.
You should make a video.
I should. Oh, of like all the different. I should. That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, I would love to watch it because I haven't played a lot of them, so I would love to know like the lore behind it personally.
Mm-hmm.
Or like have like a episode where you just talk about the lore.
I totally could.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on which ones you want to know about.
That could have been this one, but it wasn't.
I think we did enough though of that was about 40 or 20 minutes of
Zelda talk.
Zelda talk.
I like it. It's a great game.
I've
been looking forward to it for so long.
Dude, it's just coming out.
Yeah.
It just came out.
That's
2 days ago.
In 2 days, everybody has just come up with the craziest fucking things. I can't wait for like months down the line when someone just comes up with the most insane contraption.
I built my own dragon.
There's gonna be a robot. There's gonna be somebody who's
I
have a Megazord. I have a Megazord. Let me show you how it works.
Can we tell you what somebody built?
What did somebody build? Iron Man suit?
They built a fucking plane, bro.
Yeah.
And it had like turrets on the bottom.
Turrets?
Bro, when I said Pearl Harbor earlier, I wasn't joking, bro. That shit felt like a
They were just flying over a base, just
I don't know how the fuck they made that.
no
Bro,
idea.
this game needs to be PvP or like online. like they need to make an online compatibility where like I can jump into your world or into your world and we can build shit that will stay in that world and destroy
That would
stuff.
be so cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could like, in theory, like you have all those materials and stuff. Like if you built your own fort,
That's what I'm wondering.
would it stay?
I'm gonna try it.
Oh, maybe.
I'm gonna try
Unless
it.
you
I'm definitely gonna.
Well, if
try
you have
it.
a save point at the very least, you can always go back to that. I think it'd be really easy for them to introduce an online aspect to it.
How do you differentiate the characters?
Different colors.
different outfits,
Too many colors.
different outfits.
Or not too many colors. Not enough.
Just a million different links around the world. And you have like your username on top as like a little icon.
There you go.
Because like, you know how GTA, it's technically like a single player game, but they also have GTA Online.
Mm-hmm.
You could do something like that too. Make it separate from the main story. Just have an online.
That
That'd be
world,
cool.
that
That'd be
world
cool.
is definitely big enough
It's
for it.
big enough for it, bro.
Bro, especially if it was like a battle royale type thing.
Or kind of like, what if it was kind of like Rust?
Everybody. That's what I mean. Kind of like
Yeah.
Rust. Like everybody is in there surviving, and like if you get fucked over and people gang up on you, like that is what it is.
Sea of Thieves.
You know? Yeah,
See,
yeah.
What would be cool for like that aspect? Ditch the red moon, the blood moon aspect, right?
Yeah.
Like kind of take that out, so that like if you go and you take down like a base for monsters, you can find a way to like claim that.
Oh, it's like your little area or territory.
Bro, I'd start like bandits. It'd be cool. It'd be kind of like an Overlord.
Yeah,
That world, like they went in that game. You know, they're able to find spots in that world and like alter it and make it their own, to build bases and stuff. And like that's just part of the server. And there's a whole bunch of the other world or left of the world that people hadn't discovered, right? And like essentially be what this is.
Yeah.
That'd be so
That'd be
dope.
sick.
There's a lot of potential with this game. I'm very, very happy. It's gotten like perfect reviews from like everything.
All right, I love you guys, and I really just want to go play it. So I'm gonna have to call it right here.
Yeah, no, yeah, I really want to play it now.
I appreciate you guys for listening. Make sure you guys watch us on YouTube, and Alchemist out.
Alchemist out.
Alchemist out.